right outside the choke there. So it's going to see if they push forward or they're going to take it back. I'm guessing that they're going to try to play it safe, take it back, so they can savor their health bonus as much as they can for the final run down the stretch.
Yeah, probably a good idea. You know, I have to wonder what rulings they're used to in the European scene about the Mustachio Gong for during this tank. I believe they have rules against hitting that, and they also have rules against playing tanks in save rooms. I don't think we have any rules like that in CCF2, do we?
Nope, because that's always the way we play. We've always had pretty much straightforward. Did the game how it's supposed to be played.
The way it's meant to be played on Nintendo.
Yeah.
Wait.
What? Mustachio is not illegal. Finales are supposed to be played except for, of course, Hard Rain. And you can take the tank in the safe room since the tank does not lose rage. Besides a random, once in a while glitch that makes him lose rage, but I'm not too sure what's wrong with playing in the safe room. Do you have an attack coming in here, Prodigy?
Charger completely missing right there. Smoker landing for a little bit. Jockey landing for a little bit as well. Charger getting taken down before he can get back in for those punches. So a boom landing as well, actually. So we're seeing about 20 damage going out onto these survivors. That Charger going in first was kind of, didn't really lead to a lot of damage, but they managed to get something and they got that boom.
If you're gonna leave with Charger, it's got to be instant charge. It's like as soon as you come around the corner, charge, you're gonna land. I think that's what he was going for. Just doesn't happen to land. Tank is gonna be spawning up any second here, Prodigy. They already have spawns up. Tank is now up. Gonna see what top EU does. They do have two already fallen somewhat back. They are gonna push forward, it looks like here. Boom coming in.
Oh, wow. Only getting a one boom right there. I thought they'd have more.
Three,
looks like this is just gonna be a rock tank for a little bit here.
They're going back now, it looks like.
Yes, it does look that way. Hard2Kill just now moving their tank up. We still have two spawns up for Hard2Kill. Along with this tank, a hunter and a jockey, and just about 7 seconds left on Frank's timer.
Looks like we're going to have one pass here before Drew gets up. He's going to try to get one dumpster into play here. Definitely see a random dumpster hit. No, it's not going to be high enough, but
goes into a little cage onto the left side. I wonder if they're going to try to work with that at all. He does have some time before he starts losing rage, so he could go for it.
Tank is in the hands of now Frankenberry. They're just waiting for Drew spawn here. He spawns in one. Let's see what he gets. They do have a charger. They have the tri-cap they want. Frank probably just waiting until he gets down to lower rage before he pushes in. He's going to push in. He's probably going to go for Mustachio.
Absolutely.
Which he is.
And then we'll have to see what happens next. Getting a lot of chip into this tank. Actually, about 1,000 damage so far.
Looks like they're going to wait for the horde. Yep, sorry.
Yeah, survivors moving forward right here.
Top EU playing very aggressive here. They're going to go forward.
This is a play to AI the tank, and it's going to work. Frankenberry is about to lose, but a tri-cap, no. A double charge and a jock lands right
tank
there.
Did go AI, though. It's right there.
Oh, wow, this is not good, and they don't have spawns for this tank. But the AI tank here without a boom in. Oh, it looks like they still have a jockey into smoker. Just going for delay hits right there. I don't know about that. Still a lot of horde, though.
That tank still has 4,000 health. Now he's starting to get chipped.
Oh, wow. Stopping to throw another rock. This horde not really moving in as quickly as Hard2Kill would like. Down. AI tank is about to die. A boom has gone in, and the tank is down. Wow.
The tank should have had a punch or two there, but the one person was boomed, and he got confused and was going back and forth. That was a very aggressive play by Top EU. That was one of the European plays we don't see very often in A. You'd see most teams would just try to play that horde out and the tank.
Yeah, normally
in that general area.
Go back to safe room or something, but like I said, I don't think EU play using safe room for tanks, so they probably didn't see that as an option. Very interesting move, and it
worked out great. They still have a 900 and some health bonus here. They do have the witch to deal with up ahead. I don't know if they'll have the same problem that Team H2K had, but never say never.
This is a very good setup for that witch. We have Hunter, Charger, Smoker, and
the exact
Boomer.
same setup, I believe.
Yeah, I believe as well. Also,
they're going to try to pick her here, Prodigy.
Oh, pick from the side through that wall. Very interesting, and it looks like they are going to go for it. It would be nice if they had a pull down on Ellis, but they don't really have spawns for this, which just chipped a little bit. Smoker going for that pull down, not going to get it. Oh, Ellis actually dropping down to the Smoker, getting M2'd, and charge going missing. Not quite landing, getting the pounce though. Witch is actually stuck right now on this rooftop. Looks like she's not really interested in doing anything at all.
She jumped it. Here she comes. Look at her go. And she wants some chicken. Twice fried chicken.
Charger going in, getting leveled by Coach right there. And Witch getting leveled by Rochelle. Played by Check.
Team H2K's here got to do a lot of damage on this crescendo. Which is easy to do, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens here.
Absolutely. Yeah, the survivors are actually sitting at over 1,000 health bonus right now, 1,028. The spectator HUD's a little off from that. Yeah. So, wise, top EU is this map, I believe, unless my math is just that terrible. But we'll have to see what happens. Boom going in, getting one of the survivors right here. We have a spit going in early, looking like just getting rid of this 2-cap. A little bit of pull damage, maybe a jockey scratch. Not really any major changes right here, but we do have a bit of a horde delay. A lot of comments coming in straight from those rooftop.
I do believe Smoker died last there, so we might see another 2-2 here, but this time with a Charger.
Gotta be careful with those spawns, but yeah, Charger 2-2 could be good, especially if it's got a Hunter. And we do see the Hunter.
Should be a Spitter.
We do see the Spitter. Alright.
That's just my knowledge. That's my word. They're looking for the spawns right now, Prodigy. Boomer's trying to set up top. Charger is spawning in. He is going to get the charge. No spit yet. No spit.
Spitter not getting a spawn, and both cappers are cleared very late on that Spitter spawn. Not good for Hard2Kill. They did have a 2-cap with both Charger and Hunter, and
did drop the bonus a bit here.
Oh yeah, about 150 points taken off that bonus. They're at 848 right now, and that's just going to keep going down as these horde comes in. But as long as it doesn't drop below 600, the survivors should be making it. And we do have the next set of spawns up. Charger, Jockey, Hunter, Spitter. 3-1 setup with that spit. This can be very good here if they manage to land this charge. And it looks like they want to go for it here. Getting the charge onto Rochelle, not getting clear. Hunter going in for that pounce. Wow, actually some stumbles into that spit with the jockey as well. Check losing a lot of health. Yeah, Rochelle.
Yeah, Rochelle walked right back the opposite way. Could have probably went the other way. Well, should have went the other way, but elected to go back.
I think there might have been a few more commons in the front that they were worried about, but yeah, it didn't really help. They lost a lot of health in the back.
Ooh,
health bonus down.
More spit damage here.
Wow, almost no permanent health left for the survivors.
Charger. He just spawned up, just waiting around the corner. Hunter is coming. They're going to have a double cap landing.
Wow! Hitting that charge all the way into the back, onto health bonus, on Coach. Not quite taking away all of his health bonus, but...
Spitter is still in the safe room. There's the spit into the door there, Prodigy. Not going to spread because it is in the safe room. We do have a boom up in the hand of Drew, but he's not spawned yet. I don't think he'll get a spawn.
I don't think he's gonna rocket it. Get nothing. Health bonus gone down to 252 though, so Hard2Kill is still up by about 300. Actually, only about 200 points.
Yep. So close game. Still heading into the finale. H2K was some deep water there after that tank, but they did manage to land some attack there on the final hits as they needed to, dropping the bonus big time. Keep the lead going into the finale. But 200 points is nothing here because this first tank, now with that forklift, it's very dangerous. Well, this tank's always been pretty dangerous, this early tank.
Absolutely has. And yeah, if you use that forklift properly, you know, you don't focus on it too hard, you can get some pretty solid wipes in here. We'll have to see if these teams are going to opt to work with that forklift and what they can get with it.
Y'all know the Midnight Riders?
I've seen teams now playing it in where the bathroom section is, in that little room.
Oh
Almost
yeah,
like a
we
left
saw
for-
that in the in one of the other matches for the Confocal Cup, didn't we?
Playing it in there so they don't have to deal with that forklift. I'm not too sure how I feel about it. It feels like more of a Left 4 Dead 1-esque type play in a small room where you can only worry about hunters and smokers, and here you got chargers and jockeys that can pull you out. The jockeys pull you out of the room, and chargers just cause havoc in there.
Now, is this on the no spit damage, the no spitter during tank plugin? Yeah, I believe this is on the no spit version of Fresh. So this is one of those cases where I'm sort of like, you know, I kind of want the spitter during this tank. If teams are going to take the tank in that side room, you know, having a spit to go in with that would be pretty nice, but we don't have that in this current config. So we'll have to see what Hard2Kill is going to do here. Top EU going in for an early hit here, just trying to get damage before that tank. Oh, actually landing a charge in spit on Sideways Box. It's taking a huge amount of damage. Yeah, tank is up for top EU.
Sideways taking a lot of damage, as you were saying there. Already down to 28 health. He's going to try to work that forklift in like most players would. He's just got to take his time with it because he's getting it stuck.
Wow, it looked like it was going to go in perfectly, but now I feel like he's having some problems with getting leverage on that forklift.
Should be good to go now. It's a little too far into the corner, and he's just got to slowly crouch that out.
Yeah, he has passed now. We are seeing the second tank here right here in the hands of Merc, but it looks like he's going to get this forklift in pretty quickly. Sideways Box going for that chip immediately. Some nice work. We are seeing a tri-cap Hunter Jockey Charger.
Oh, he's
forklift
got the,
is in.
Good
Survivors
spot right now.
going into that side room. I don't know, with this is a fairly good tri-cap to go in with.
Looks like he's just going to push it right in.
Oh, Sideways Box blocking off the doorway. I kind of like that move. Tank's down to 2,000 health. Getting a multi, though. Not getting a second one. Coach stuck in the ceiling. SIR coming in, landing the pounce. Oh, Tank cornering the last survivor, who is jockeyed right here. This looks like it's the wipe. Coach has
it's not looking good. Coach is going to go down. That is going to be a wipe.
Wow.
I like
nice
the play
move by top EU.
Yeah, very nice wipe. I like the play by Sideways Box. The Hunter did have to crouch, had to crawl in so he wouldn't pounce for shell in the doorway, but still didn't help him. I'm not sure how I feel about that room.
Maybe if they had silenced Uzis, that tank almost certainly would have been dead before they put those SI in. But yeah, that room just seems a little claustrophobic to me. I'd much rather count on being able to trying to juke those hittables and, you know, get a lot more tank chip and not have to worry about SI so much.
It's definitely hard to avoid that forklift out in that open, but those poles sometimes can play tricks. It's a 50-50, but I think I'd rather take my chances out there.
Absolutely. Top EU saying that they're AFK, all WC saying they're all using the restroom. So we'll be waiting a bit for them to get their spawns. We do have FanX grabbing that hunting rifle.
Definitely not out of the picture for top EU to make the comeback here. Definitely just have to get past this first tank. And then I don't even think they have to make it past that second tank. I think they just have to hit the event and make it a little bit.
Yeah, they might get the full distance that they need before the first tank. It really does look like that. So Hard2Kill is going to be hard pressed to get this wipe right here. We'll have to see what they do and how top EU handles it. I don't know if they tried the same tactic, especially after seeing what it did to Hard2Kill right there.
Definitely going to be interesting. I'm pretty sure top EU will probably try to play it outside after seeing what just happened, but they might have something crazy lined up. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe they're going to try to push immediately and go outside while the tank goes for the forklift or something crazy like that. We'll just have to see what they do. Oh, waiting for FanX to ready up right here. You know, if they were worried about top EU using that room, they would be able to save this spitter if they wanted to do so, which might be a pretty good move if you think a team's going to do that. But, you know, not really something you want to bet on.
Sitting on toilet. Sitting on toilet. I've noticed from the scores that have been reported here for the Confocal Cup for Show 2 matches. They've been very close lately. Like a couple, like just 100 points. Most of the scores I've been receiving.
Oh, wow.
But a lot of teams have still not played their matches heading into the weekend, so teams out there, make sure you guys are going to play these because I'll have to give you guys zeros.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams are just waiting for the weekend. I know my team really only has time on the weekend, so that's what's going on there. We do see this round live, though. Survivor's sort of slowly creeping out of the safe room. Looks like this infected team also going to go for an early hit. Hunter going in. Oh, getting dead stop. Jockey getting dead stop. Charger missing. Spit not really landing damage, but Frankenberry is in control of this tank. Somehow managing to get damage while he is still the tank. He must have been the boomer. Or there was no boomer. Must have been Spitter.
Up. He does have the forklift right in their way. I'm not too sure if they're just trying to push up, scare him, but he shouldn't be intimidated with that forklift right there.
I have seen teams try to fight the tank here because of what an obstacle
they're trying to. They're going to juke out.
They are going for that tank, going for the intercept. He should get it. He does get Coach in that corner. Misses a punch right there. Getting another one, though. That forklift stuck inside. Looks like he's not going to go for it, but we do see a lot of Horde right here. Nick getting punched. Tank still at about 4,000 health.
Very nice clear. There goes their molly. Conservative because they do need this wipe here.
They really, really do.
And they hit the lights. Or did they just hit the...
I believe they just hit the lights. They have not started the event yet. But it looks like maybe they're doing so right now.
I don't think they've hit them. Smoker is up top with the tank. They do have a tri-cap here. Hunter is spawned up. I'm sure he's going to pounce in right away, or he's just distracting. Oh, he is going to go in. No, he's not. Getting confused. Tank is going here. Frank is going to get a punch.
Getting a nice rock there onto Nick. Hitting the punch. Ooh. Wow, 2 in cap right there. Tank still with about 2,000 health. That pull going in onto Rochelle right there. 2 cappers going in, but wow, that charger not landing. Pounce landing for a little bit of damage, but Tank trying to go in onto Rochelle right here. Landing a rock, excuse me.
Frank gonna go for the other forklift. He's gonna try to go for the kill. Just dodges that fire.
A very good move. Getting chipped from underneath that semi-truck, though. Oh, only about 1,000 health left. Looks like he's thinking about hitting that forklift anyway. He does go for it.
Oh, this is not good. It went above.
Tank a little bit cornered right here. Looks like he's
gonna get out. Maybe try to AI it. That's because it has not passed yet.
Yeah, they've got a lot of time if they can just keep this from getting chipped down. But the tank peeks out for that rock. Wow, almost getting killed. But the sniper has been capped by that jockey up top. Smoker going for the intercept and getting juked by Merc right there.
Does land that late boom. He walked that boomer out from far ways away. Frank should have just probably hit that with 800 health with 1 pass still to go. But he's now passing. They could probably just AI this tank if they would like to. There's not a rule against it.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they're going to need to do. I mean, the event hasn't started yet. This isn't really shiesty play or anything. But Hard2Kill really needs to get this wipe. I don't know what they're going to be able to do.
Damn it.
There's no scores in Convogel.
Why not?
If you re-spectate, it'll fix the scores on top, though. And we do see... Wow, landing a pounce on the other side of the map. Charger going in and not quite landing. Ooh. Getting some great punches onto Rochelle, though. Tank has now been passed to AI. And it looks like it's going to go down. Top, fairly low on health, but, not in dire straits quite yet. It's looking very close. They actually have already 160 distance points on this map. They only need about 100 more distance points, and that is going to trigger before the first tank.
So we're going to need to see a miracle here, and they only have a 2-2. One of the worst setups in the game, 50-50 chance.
Of course, with this redesign of the finale, it's a little bit easier to get hits, but that Hunter and Jockey both getting dead stopped right there. Taken down. Spitter not really getting anything. We do have a little bit of a boom in.
I'm not too sure how much distance they get after that first attack, because they clear at this horde, and then the second horde kind of spawns in right about now.
It is so close, though, just about 30 points away. Hard2Kill would need to wipe them with basically this next hit. We'll see what they're able to do.
Gonna come down to the wire here. You have the tri-cap, they're gonna have to go in for it as soon as possible because that distance point is spreading hard and the Charger is gonna miss. Jockey cleared.
Pounce going in, getting dead stopped repeatedly.
Like
Charger actually got a punch down onto Ellis. The score is now 6 points away from Top EU's win. 2 points. And
should be soon.
Don't tell me. Oh, they did just make it.
Yep.
They just passed.
There's the GG.
Oh, wow. Top EU calling an early GG.
Pulling it out on the finale.
What a close game.
Very close game.
Looks like they're going to finish playing out here, though. Smoker going in pretty much just to get killed, it looks like. I think that's an AI Smoker. And they're probably going to get a little bit of bleed with this tank and then just try to commit it with some good SI and finish this off.
Sideways Bucks just moving back and forth, trying to keep some rage here. Definitely not just pushing it in frustration. They're trying to. It looks like they're like RG, typed out by Fanax. Not sure what that RG.
I have no idea. Probably maybe talking about Regicide.
RG, a friend. Okay.
Okay. Some very cryptic words coming off of our European team right here. And we do see this tank committing right now with the tri-cap. He's going in, gonna get that punch onto Coach. Not an in-cap quite yet, though. Jockey does land. Smoker lands as well. Not getting cleared yet. Oh, barely managing to skip that rock onto that Pound. And it looks like Coach is the only survivor uncapped at this point. Tank getting that punch, and he just needs the one last punch or rock to end this game.
Sideways Bucks trying to do some jump punches here. That's going to be all she wrote here now with the wipe. Very close game.
Taking out the win here on the first round of the Confogel Cup for Show 2 tournament. 2,692 to 2,558. Wow, I have to say, I think, you know, if Hard2Kill hadn't let him get out of that starting area for that first tank, it would have been a much easier wipe for them.
They were definitely split on that. Two slipped out early, and the other two were still jumping over. Frank would have dropped down a little sooner on that tank. Probably could have had an in-cab or two in-cabs with that forklift.
It was real nice timing by Top EU. I think they went out right when the tank was out as far as he had to be to get onto the staircase to get up top. And
their map 4 and map 5 tank play was great. The push that they did on map 4 to make it go AI was perfect. Definitely worked out in their favor. Could have been devastating with the triple charge, just missing.
Yeah, definitely have some nice survivor tactics on their team against these tanks. So that's our cast for today. Thank you all for tuning in, and thanks so much to Bowflexin for casting.
Thank you, Prodigy. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Thank you so much, Jeffrey. Thanks for Shade letting us use that server, and thanks to our teams for playing. Congratulations to Top EU.
We'll see you on another time.
Peace.